Lizzie, it's been a while.
Huh? Is this Rachel? Wow, no kidding. It really has been a while. Did you want something?
I see you're just as disingenuous as usual.
Whoa, what's with you all of a sudden? Is that seriously how you talk to someone you haven't seen in 5 years after messaging them out of the blue? Just because we were pals back in college doesn't mean you get to be disrespectful towards me. There are such things as manners, you know? We're not kids anymore either. To think you're a fully grown adult and still don't even know the meaning of basic decency yet?
You've got some nerve. Who are you with right now?
Huh? I'm on my own, you psycho. What's with the interrogation, detective?
Playing dumb isn't going to get you anywhere. I've been doing some digging. I know everything.
Huh? Digging into what? What do you know?
You might not have noticed, but there's a camera in that bedroom and I can see it in real time using an app on my phone.
A camera?
Seeing you guys smooch in my bedroom like that is making me want to vomit, so would you mind cutting it out?
Oh, I see. So, so mine and Donnie's steamy romance is out of the bag? Oopsie, I'm such a minx. What did I go and do?
Yes, and I'm pleased you accepted. There's no use denying it anymore. Now, if you wouldn't mind, hurry up and get the hell out of my mansion pronto.
Huh?
Given the situation, I'd be super grateful if you could do me a favor and take that scumbag traitor Donnie with you while you're at it.
What the heck are you talking about? Why would I do something like that? Don't talk crazy. The only one who needs to get out of this mansion is you.
Why?
Think about it. If mine and Donnie's secret is out, you guys are pretty much definitely gonna get a divorce now, right?
Right. Of course, I have no other choice. Divorce is the only option.
Well, that means that as of today, this mansion officially belongs to me and Donnie. Woohoo! I can't wait to start our new life together without having to worry about being found out. It's like a huge weight just got lifted off my shoulders. I'm actually glad.
Whoa. Slow down a sec there, Roadrunner. What exactly gives you the impression that mansion belongs to you all of a sudden?
I mean, duh, like, obviously it does.
I'm sorry, hun, but you are dead wrong.
But don't get the wrong idea. This was never about the money. Me and Donnie are truly in love with each other. It's just a coincidence that I ended up getting this mansion as a fortunate side product of our love, so don't go thinking I had my sights on it from the get-go or anything like that, because I didn't.
So you're saying you didn't get your claws into my husband for his money?
Right, exactly. Now, listen, Rachel, since I have a big heart, I'll kindly allow you some time to get your belongings together before I ban you from the place forever. But you better get a hurry on, because I want you and all of your things gone by the end of tomorrow. Hang on a sec. So, get this, Rachel. A letter came today. Do you know what it was? I think you know what it was. The compensation documents. 20,000 each from both me and Donnie. 40,000 in total. Wow. Are you really sure this is all you're gonna ask of us? I was convinced after dropping down in status to a pitiful brokey after taking the financial hit of the divorce, you were sure to try and rinse us for as much as humanly possible. I can't tell you how surprised I was when I opened the envelope and realized how easy you're going on us. My jaw almost hit the floor.
That's the amount me and my lawyer decided on after a lengthy discussion. The payment instructions are written on the documents. I'd like it sooner rather than later, please.
Yeah, whatever. A measly 40K is chicken feed for Donnie. He'll barely even notice the difference in his bank balance, and obviously I won't notice at all because he's gonna pay my share.
Chicken feed? Wow, it's all right for some, huh? It must be so nice to be that well off.
Why are you acting all surprised all of a sudden? You know better than anyone just how rich my man is.
The divorce papers?
Huh?
I left them with Donnie along with my lawyer's business card when I came to collect my belongings.
Oh, you mean those papers on the living room table? What about them?
Would you mind asking Donnie to get them filled in and sent to the address on my lawyer's business card as soon as possible?
If you're so worried about time, wouldn't it make more sense to fill them in yourself first? What a dummy you are!
I'll only be filling in my half when every last cent of the compensation I'm asking for has been paid in full into my bank account.
Oh, so that's how you're playing it, huh? If you tell me your address, I'll get him to send them to you.
I'm doing this through my lawyer precisely because I don't want to be directly involved with you, and I definitely don't want you knowing where I live. Take a hint.
Geez, touched a nerve, did I? I guess you're too ashamed to tell me your address because $150 a month cockroach-infested hellhole is probably the best you can afford now, isn't it, you poverty-stricken loser? Whatever, princess. Have it your way. I guess I can't hold not wanting to be seen in the depths of poverty after having lived at large in a big, luxurious mansion for so long. Jeez, Rachel, I almost feel sorry for you. Your pride must be at rock bottom. Sorry for not realizing what a sensitive issue asking for your address would be. I'll be more thoughtful in the future, princess.
Are you quite done? Just pay me my compensation as soon as you can. And see to it that those divorce papers make their way to my lawyer's desk as soon as possible.
Yeah, I heard you the first time, doofus. I want to get married to Donnie as soon as I can, so don't worry, honey pumpkin. This divorce will be over with before you know it, and then we can finally wash our hands of you. Oh, he's calling me to bed now. Gotta shoot. Time for some steamy fun with the stallion. Toodles! Hey, Rachel, Donnie says he paid both of our shares of the compensation, so you should have your full 40K now. He said he sent the divorce papers off to your lawyer's office a few days ago. Is the divorce still not finalized?
I don't need constant updates from you, Lizzie. Donnie's in touch with my lawyer, so save yourself the trouble.
But don't you see? I want to update you, honey bun, because I relish in it. Do you have any idea how hard I had to work to get the upper hand over you? You could at least be a good sport so I can enjoy the fruits of my efforts.
Get the upper hand over me? What's that supposed to mean?
Wake up and smell the coffee already, doofus. I'm living in what used to be your mansion here. But now you're nothing but a worn-out has-been living in a heap of junk apartment not fit for the cockroaches that infest it. You always were the most insufferable goody-two-shoes back in college, weren't you? God, the way you sucked up to the teachers infuriated me to no end. But it turns out you were just an extra here to support me, the main character, all along. You had some nerve to marry someone as rich as Donnie. I was livid when I found out you were tying the knot. Livid.
So is that why you decided to go after him, to get back at me?
Who cares what my reasons were? The fact is that he loves me now, regardless. And now, your pompous air of self-importance is nothing but a distant memory after I romantically and financially beat the crap out of you. Bam, pow, crack. I tell you, sweetie pie, I couldn't feel any more refreshed. I'm picking up good vibrations.
So this was nothing but a desperate scheme to heal your wounded pride all along? I must say, I'm kind of disappointed in you.
Huh?
I'm heading out to hand the divorce papers in now. The two of you are officially free to do what you like.
Woohoo! Yippee! Yahoo! Looks like me and my precious Donnykins have a marriage to register for tomorrow. Are you back from the clerk's office yet?
Did you register to get married by any chance?
Yeah, of course. We handed everything in first thing this morning at lightning speed. No brakes on the love train. With this, my ascent to the ranks of the select chosen few of the mansion-owning, ultra-celeb housewives of the world is complete.
Ultra-celeb housewives?
Yes, doofus, ultra-celeb housewives. 'Cause as of today, I'm married to Donnie, my filthy rich love muffin. I know you're probably still reeling from the shock of losing everything, but you should at least still be able to read basic English.
I see. The thing is, Lizzie, Donnie isn't filthy rich at all. He's actually up to his ears in debt.
What did you just say?
Meh, whatever. Judging from your constant boasting, you're head over heels in love with the guy, so what should it matter if he's in dire straits financially?
Wait, Rachel, what the hell are you talking about?
Wait, do you still not know? He borrowed the $40,000 he paid me in compensation from his uncle.
Huh?
On top of the $10,000 debt he was in to begin with, he must owe a square $50,000 by now. Good luck paying off his $50,000 of debt as a couple.
What the fuck? Rachel, what the heck is this? Are you telling me this huge mansion we're living in never belonged to Donnie? He said it was his family home, that he inherited it from his dad. Why do we have to leave?
Donnie doesn't have a family home anymore.
What? Why not?
Good grief. You married Donnie without knowing a single thing about his circumstances, didn't you? And what's worse, you didn't even bother to ask.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
Donnie's hometown is so far away you'd have to spend half a day on an airplane to get there. His mom took full custody of him when his parents divorced when he was 10. His mom remarried when he was an adult. She currently lives in Minnesota with her new husband. She no longer has anything to do with Donnie's real dad whatsoever. And Donnie hasn't seen him in decades, which means Donnie no longer has a family home.
Then, who does this mansion belong to?
It originally belonged to my mom after she inherited it from my grandpa, her dad. Then when my mom passed, it went to my aunt. But then my aunt married and went to live with a guy she met down in Wyoming. She didn't want to sell it because of the sentimental value it had to all of us, but she also hated the idea of leaving it empty to rot, so she left me in charge of managing the place. Not long after I started doing that, me and Donnie got married, so we figured it made sense to move in there together.
Wait a second, does that mean... No way.
Yes way. Donnie could live 1,000,000 lifetimes and he still wouldn't have a hope in hell's chance of getting his mitts on that mansion. It has literally nothing to do with him now. After talking things over with my aunt, we've decided to put it on the market and sell up. So if the pair of you don't get out pronto, you're going to find yourselves in a really awkward situation.
Why didn't you tell me any of this before? We already got freaking married, goddammit!
But I did tell you.
Huh?
You were so insistent the mansion belonged to Donnie, but if you check through the chat logs, you'll see I did tell you you were wrong.
What? Oh my god.
Go on, go ahead and check, it's all there.
Rachel, can I ask you one thing?
What is it?
Donnie's salary, how much does he make a year again?
His salary? If my memory serves me right, I think he made something like $25K last year.
25K? Is that all? How can that be when he lives such an extravagant lifestyle?
Where do you think he got that extra 10K of debt from? You know, aside from the 40K he just borrowed from his uncle to pay me in compensation. Apparently he used up all of his original savings on you when you constantly pestered him to buy you luxury branded clothing. It would appear that not wanting to destroy his hard-cultivated Mr. Rockefeller image, he went into debt so he could carry on lavishing gifts neither of you could afford on you to keep up the facade.
What? He destroyed his finances to buy me gifts? Oh, you've got to be joking me.
To be honest with you, I get the impression that even renting yourselves out a new apartment would be difficult at this point.
Oh my god, but I just sold my apartment to live with this broke loser! Ugh.
Oopsie. Now forgive me if it seems like I'm prying, but tell me, Lizzie, am I right in thinking relations between you and your parents are too frosty for you to rely on either of them for help? It's just I remember you saying something like that to me back in college is all.
Yes, that's right. Where am I supposed to live now? I am in the mother of all predicaments here.
Turns out it's your lucky day. I hear Donnie's uncle, you know, the one who lent him my $40,000 in compensation, is willing to take the both of you into his home on the condition that you look after the place and do all of his grocery shopping. Generous, right?
What?
Wow, did he seriously not tell you about that either? You guys have some severe communication issues.
This is the first I've heard of it. He doesn't tell me anything.
Well, how about you go try asking him now? I'm busy unpacking my things in my new house, so I don't really have time for this back and forth with you at the moment. Mind if we call it a day here?
Your new house?
Yep. I bought myself a place in Beverly Hills when I decided on the divorce.
A place in Beverly Hills?
Yep, it's a pretty old house, but I think it just adds to the charm. It's really lovely. What am I saying? It's Beverly Hills. Of course you already know how lovely it is.
Rachel, how is this possible? I thought you were just a regular company employee.
Yeah, my company's salary is about as average as it gets, but I have a side hustle which brings me in a tasty sum every month.
Side hustle? What's that? Ugh, forget it. Just let me live with you.
Not in a million years, honey pumpkin.
Why not?
Why would you move in with me when Donnie's uncle has so kindly agreed to let you live with him? Besides, you and I are strangers now. You have nothing to do with me.
But I thought we were friends.
The idea of the scheming gold digger who stole my husband thinking of me as her friend is so monumentally gross that the thought alone makes my skin crawl.
Rachel!
I'm pretty sure I already told you this, but good luck paying off his $50,000 of debt as a couple.
No!
3 months passed between me starting to collect proof of the affair and everything finally getting settled. It's nice to finally be able to breathe now that the whole affair is done and dusted, and I can't wait to put it all behind me. Even back in college, Lizzie was always the type who only seemed to be able to understand the concept of love and romance through dollar-tinted glasses. I knew back then that she was destined to end up chasing after men with money to satisfy her lust for the material. I lost count of the amount of times she stole other girls' boyfriends. I never thought it would culminate in her taking my husband, though. That said, something tells me a broke, debt-ridden liar wasn't exactly the knight in shining armor she'd spent her whole life imagining she'd snag. Between you and me, I chuckled a little during our message exchange when the reality of her situation was obviously starting to sink in. sadly for my wayward ex-husband and his money-obsessed companion, the only fate that awaits them now is a life cooped up in a tiny apartment with his uncle, who, it just so happens, is rumored to be a huge pervert and serial panty thief with a rap sheet for sex crimes longer than your arm. Could these rumors perhaps have something to do with the crying my friend, who happens to be Donnie's uncle's next-door neighbor, tells me she can hear coming through the walls every night? You know what? There are some things in this world it's better not to know.